All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Thursday, the 9th of October, set by my old friend Paul. First, let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Yesterday, no soul, but one fancy pair of shoes. Well, pair of shoes was the definition. Fancy was the anagram indicator, although I think the fancy might also be part of the definition. Louboutin, is that how you pronounce it? Some designer shoewear anagram of no soul but, and one you have to change to I. Well done to everyone who got that. Today, hot and cold are archaically in conveyance. Hot, 8 letters, hot and cold are archaically in conveyance, 8 letters, and it ends in T. All right, let's see what Paul has. Not a friendly grid, but mean weapon for lectures, say. Yeah, I mean, mean weapon sounds like wordplay, like a charade. But then lectures say, so maybe the definition is lectures as an example of something. Don't quite get it. Part of Cambridge vision detailed. Is that fundamental? Or is it a hidden clue with vision in the middle? I don't think so. Yeah. Is that fundamental? Something to do with physics? Oh, like particle? No, we start with part of Cambridge. Well, there's the Cam River we had. MIT, they could be tricking us again. The other Cambridge, one of the colleges. What's vision detailed? No, crew member down and dirty. Oh, I think down can be abbreviated to D from crosswords, like 12D, or here 2D. So maybe it's the letter D and then a word for dirty. Oh, our crew member could be a man or a Cox. Yeah, don't get that. Ooh, another reference to Cambridge. Oh, I see. Yeah, at least another mention. And I presume Churchill College is one of the Cambridge ones. Anyway, Cambridge University. Ooh, this might be the MIT. Refitting kings with a urinal. Classic Paul. No, maybe it is. Well, no, I think you would call it a Cambridge college if it was one of the individual establishments of learning. Refitting kings. Yeah, there's a king's college. But that sounds like maybe anagramming. And so then I really want the definition to be urinal, but 6'6". No, fancy man when in college. I think fancy could be the definition, which might be a verb or like a flight of fancy. No. Penguin or peacock, that's a great clue. Very pithy. Well, a penguin, of course, could be a paperback. Penguins seem to be wearing tuxedos, maybe a peacock, someone careful about their appearance. No. Measure clues in Cambridge company. I think it might be a measure like a kilometer or clues in Cambridge. Do we have to know an actual Cambridge company? Now, college students' last drink. Oh, well, students' last might be a T and then a 5-letter drink, and it's going to make a college, or the other way around, a 5-letter college and a T makes a drink. Not seeing it. All right, circle in a ring. Oh my God. That's another great clue. Either one of those could represent the letter O. Now, ring, of course, could be to call someone, to phone them, buzz, circus ring, arena. No. Oh dear. Aisle, 2 down, and red, essentially. Well, here I'm thinking once we solve 2 down, we take the, I was going to say the inner 2, the essential, but that would only give us 2 letters inside 2 down and 1 E from red. Oh, maybe it's and then red. So I think it would be an aisle. Do I know an aisle ending in NE? Probably one of those blooming Scottish islands. Oh, I'd like if it was Iona, but so the crew member then, maybe it is down is the D, and then dirty would be, oh no, dirty would be the 3 letters. No, I don't see that. I think this is going to be a long one. Nothing fired back, going one way in battle formation. Surely it's a battle formation. Nothing could be O. Oh, I'm also wondering about nil, just because if you reverse nil with an E, you might get a line. Just what would be a battle formation? A phalanx. Oh, a square. No, I think that's one of the drill ground formations would be a something square. What's going one way? Yeah, if it was O, and then I think we would have a word for fired going backwards, which could be shot. I don't think it's going to be that. Yeah. All right, last of champagne put in punch before a party. All right, I think the A is part of the wordplay, and I think the definition is going to be, yes, a punch could be a fist. This was one of my recent clues of the day, this word. So you put the E from the end of champagne in a fist, add the A, and you get a fiesta. Oh, so that A is useful, but I'm not seeing it. Either Cambridge University, or what's a urinal with the first word ending in A? All right, let me try this 13 down since I have the S. AstraZeneca, etc. Sees image through lens if blurred. I'm wondering if it is going to be AstraZeneca, etc., and it's some medical company, flu shot, COVID shot. Is blurred an anagram indicator? S, what would the S be? No. All right, how about those getting hot as I storm off? All right, as I storm is 8 letters, off is usually an anagram indicator. So those getting hot. I presume it's going to end in S. Is it hot as in literally they're in hot places? Or is it people getting irate? All right, let's try the anagram helper. I need all the help I can get today. Miso rats. Yeah, maybe it's a funny plural with an I, maybe. Those getting hot. Something like thermostats or thermostats. Oh my goodness, why am I not getting this anagram immediately? Miasmorts? Sir Mix-a-Lot? No. Yeah, I must be wrong with that S, but I still don't get it. All right. Some skinfuls necked at auditor's anticipated error. Oh, well, there's a homophone there, but some sounds like a hidden clue. Maybe we take part of skinfuls necked and then a homophone for anticipated. And it's going to mean error. But it sounds like, no, it's going to be a homophone for anticipated error. And then is the definition this weird some skinfuls necked. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking of necking pints, but and having a skinful, but I think it might literally be something to do with like your gizzard or whatever you call it. No, I'm not getting that. Out of sight, he parts. Well, sight, he is 7 letters and he parts is 7 letters. But there's really no anagram indicator unless the definition is out of, like we're out of something, and parts. No. Order after toilet breaks, certainly not fresher. Well, we often see order being OM. Could that go after an anagram of toilet? But that's a funny ending unless it was some kind of room, a phantom or something. and an anagram of toilet, and then certainly not fresher. I don't think so. Pick up venture where leader hidden. All right, I think we have to think of a 7-letter word for venture. Drop the leading letter, and it's going to mean pick up, which has a few meanings, and I'm not picking up any of them at the moment. Proceeds securing numerous tasty rolls for starters, alongside party dips. All right, I think we're going to have some starters. I think maybe numerous tasty rolls, giving us NTR. And I think a word for proceeds would go around, or proceeds would secure that. Now it then also says alongside party, which could be do, or it could just maybe be P, like the DUP, P stands for party. And then the meaning would be dips. No, not getting that. Oh dear, another reference to two down. Aye. Two down nest, almost knocked over. No, reportedly pale two down might that be. Criminality all attributed to criminal hit. Yeah, don't get that. With minimum of equity to invest, financial ruin evident for Churchill College. The minimum of equity, I think, is E. And I think we're going to invest or put that inside. So all that first clause is telling us, I think, is to put an E inside. Financial ruin evident Churchill College ? Yeah. But I'm thinking we have to maybe think of Winston Churchill. Or maybe I wonder if we break church and ill. Now, returning treasure, cry stifled. So we're going to reverse treasure. Do we reverse the cry word as well, or just then put a treasure could be loot and then tool something, and I think the definition will be stifled. Now, college venture involves working as coder, say. Yeah, don't know about that. Get rid of that M and O. Big Head is overwhelmed by rare showbiz achievement. Well, Big Head might simply be the B. No. I was just thinking about the rare showbiz achievement, and there is the famous EGOT, when you win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. And so is overwhelmed by that to give an egoist or a big head. And finally, I get another one. Only took me 20 minutes to get to, oh dear. Oh, 24 down, oh dear. All right. I think it must be a double definition somehow. Oh, love. I think it's just O for love in tennis and love, dear, of course. 2 down, nest almost. So I think maybe we have a word for nest. We reverse that, and it's going to give us another word for 2 down, which I think is a crew member. But it might be dirty as well. What would be a crew member with an L? No. Oh, I do get a nice V for my criminal hit. Is it going to be criminality? And so maybe some word for like larceny or I don't know, some other specific crime or just something in general like villainy, illegality. But then all, I think, maybe might be ALL attributed to criminal, can be an anagram indicator. Hit, ITH. Yeah. It is a tough day at the mine face today. That's my urinal. No. I was, when I paused to clear my throat earlier, I did remember detailed can mean we remove the tail off a word for vision. Could that be sight? But then that would be sigh, doesn't seem like a reasonable ending for an 8-letter word. Part of Cambridge. Vision. It's like, yeah, we'd have 4 letters for part of Cambridge. And then is that fundamental? What is that ending in S now? It must be another word for vision. But I'm not seeing it. I think 2 down is the key crew member. Yeah, not getting it. Or can I get a good aisle? Oh. Well, I was just wondering if 2 down here is throwing us off. And it's OW and then the E from red. But then 2 would give us a W. I don't think, but isn't there a low? No, maybe it's Lowestoft or Stowe or something I'm mixing up. I do think it is going to be an aisle ending in. I really wanted to end in E. Could be though. I for I. Whoops. I for aisle. Then 2 down and red. Oh, maybe a word for 2 down. And then red essentially. What is red essentially? Beginning with I. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I really do not have much to show for my first pass. I've looked at everything, right? College, still, yeah, that T was just a guess. Yeah, let me try the anagram helper without that T. So as I storm, I probably should put the S at the end, but anyway, let me try some better, like steamers or something. Oh, stormers. Oh no, storm off is the. Oh boy, I really am not doing well today. Yeah, not. Okay, I'm going to pause and work this one out on paper. All right, I saw the IST ending, and then with the letters left over, amorists. Certainly no amorous, and I suppose an amorist is somebody who's getting hot or passionate. So I think that must be it. Oh, it was a T. I must go back and look at the video where I'm using the anagram helper. I'm sure something very similar came up, but yeah, I think I just look at that and I don't think, oh, that's a word. But anyway, um, so it is a college, I think, in 5 letters, and then a student, and a student's last, and it's going to be a drink. So many drinks, of course. What college in 5 letters? Not Eton or Harrow. No, not seeing it. How about 4 down? Fancy man when in college. Oh, when could be as, and maybe 5 letter fancy man, and then the as, but a college ending in AS. Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, that's our measure clues. Ooh, clues could be maybe hints. Is there a word? No. I don't think that's going to be it. What's the Cambridge company? Oh, I was just trying to remember the early computers, the Sinclair, were they based in Cambridge? And didn't they make that electric tiny car as well? But a measure, all right, what would be a measure? Unless maybe the whole thing is a Cambridge company. Now I'm wondering what American companies are based in Cambridge, probably maybe grew out of MIT. I'm thinking a technology company. Not seeing it. We have an O for the penguin or peacock. A dandy of some kind, but not seeing it. All right, I really need some help today, so I think I'm going to go to wordplays.com very early, and hopefully there won't be too many 8 letter words with a V in that position. Ah, yes, it did. Well, actually put up thieving, which I realized was an anagram of hit. And then I thought, oh, not thieving, thievery. And every is all, of course. All right, oh, we have another letter for our urinal. Is there some Latin name that people humorously call the toilet? Oh, no, I'm thinking maybe there is a Latin name for Cambridge University, and we have to anagram kings with a urinal. I think that might, I think that makes more sense. Anyway, let me pause and see if I can work out that anagram or just look up Wikipedia for Cambridge. My goodness, what an adventure that was. Yeah, amazingly, I spotted the name Ruskin, and I've a vague memory that there's an English academic was John Ruskin. And then with the letters left over, I didn't help myself by having two I's and one A, but I finally got it right. And Anglia Ruskin apparently is a university. Origins date back to the Cambridge School of Art, but it was renamed in 2005, 20 years ago. Oh, so maybe this is celebrating the 20th anniversary of that. Maybe Paul has some connection to it. Anyway, I'm hoping that's now going to be the key that gets me in here. My pickup would begin with R. So the venture would be BRCR, DRFR. So many. But pickup. No, don't see it. Oh, this might be a line then with the L. Battle formation. Let me Google battle formations and line. No, I'm not finding anything good, just the line formation itself. I then Googled Cambridge companies, and there is a Wikipedia page that lists a lot, and AstraZeneca is a Cambridge company, so there's definitely a theme. Also, Acorn computers. I think that was my first computer, was an Acorn. Olivetti have some research thing. Bose and Bose, I don't know who they are. Fitzbillies, who are they? Anyway, some pharmacy companies, yeah, I'm sure associated with the university. Yeah, I'm just completely perplexed by all of this. That was my penguin or peacock. Oh, let me look up varieties of penguin, like there's the emperor. Let me see what else there is. Ah, there is a macaroni. Stuck a feather in his hat and called it macaroni. So I think that's American slang chiefly, right, for a peacock. Um, all right. So yeah, I think this might be A plus a word for ring, and it's going to mean circle, like your circle of friends or circle the wagons, circle the date. Yeah, don't see it. Nothing fired back going one way. Oh, could it be line across? Going one way. Yeah, I mean, if nothing fired back is all for nil, then we have EA going one way in battle formation. All right, I'm getting desperate. I'm looking with concern at my battery level. So let me go ahead and check this word. No. All right, I won't reveal it yet, but that is disappointing. All right. Fancy man when in college. Oh, at least the line was right. I suppose that's something. All right, out of sight, he parts. Oh, could it be like a barber or somebody who does hair out of sight? Hidden. Maybe it's a word for, 5-letter word for sight. He is going to part it. We put HE inside it. Actually, I think it might go here. And I think the definition would be out. But yeah, and I'm thinking it's going to end in D. No, I'm making an awful lot of assumptions here. Here's my returning treasure cry. Stifled. Ooh, the stifled doesn't end ED. Oh, maybe the definition is returning, and maybe a word for treasure stifles or goes around a cry. No. Not seeing that one. All right, this is the one where I thought I might have NTR somewhere in there. And is it going to be dips or party dips? Dips as in like doldrums or low level, or pickpockets can be dips. Let me pause and, well, no, the O I'm fairly confident in. All right, I've made an executive decision here. I think I'm going to stop this video. I need to run some errands. I'll charge up my tablet while I'm gone. Come back hopefully after lunch. I will be refreshed and and not wanting to have a nap, and I will finish this then. I'm going to have to stitch the two parts of this video together. Let me know if there's any degradation that you notice in quality when I do that compared to the normal, if you don't mind. Anyway, thanks. Oh, well, I won't say thanks for watching. Force of habit. I'll talk to you soon. All right, it is almost 3 o'clock now. I am back for round 2 at this monster poll. Before I started recording, I did look over the clues, and I looked at fancy man when in college again, and thought, oh, of course, fancy could be an anagram indicator. And I tried a few different variations, but then I think it's this Newnham, which doesn't seem like a likely assortment arrangement of the letters, but that is a Cambridge college, so part of the theme. All right, but that's about all I have. I don't want this video to be too long, so I think I'm going to have to reveal a few before the end of it. Clueless in Rathfarnham, if you've watched his videos, he has a giant timer that, what do you call them, egg timer, only it's an hour long, that he turns over at the start of his videos. I think I need one that's even bigger than that. All right, does that really help me? At least we get an E there. So mean, average, mean as in cruel, intend. Oh, a weapon could be a lance. What could then a three-letter mean be? That wouldn't be a D then. A crew member. Just thinking about the theme. Oh, it's a triple definition. Yes. Is it just in Cambridge that the crew members are called blues? But then if you're sad, you're blue, and a dirty thing might be described as blue. All right, so it might be, yeah, I think it's going to be a short word for mean, and then lectures say, ending in lance. Oh, I definitely should know what that is. Yeah, let me pause and think about that. Think about what the first letter might be. Well, nothing was coming to me, so I went to wordplays.com, and when I saw parlance, I thought, well, par, standard, average, that might be mean. And lectures say, I don't quite get, other than common parlance, common way of speaking, I don't know how that would be parlance. Maybe it's not parlance, but anyway, I'll leave it in for now. That would give us an A for our part of Cambridge. Vision detailed. Is that fundamental? It could be an IVE word. Although I'm thinking more ing, and I'm thinking a word for vision that might end INGE. What would that be though? Hinge, binge, singe. No, I don't think so. Tinge. And then is that fundamental? No, no. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to leave that for now. But since I do have two down, so our aisle, two down in red, essentially. Well, if the word and has to provide its essential, then is there an island called Loon? L-U? So L-U coming from two down, then and then red. I'm going to go ahead and check this one. No, all right. So blue and red, essentially. I have no idea what that would be. For an aisle, oh, purple. Maybe it's another word for blue, and then the E from red, essentially. Sad, SADE, not the marquee. What else could blue? Oh, maybe a color blue. I'm gonna give one more go. Let's try Sade. Oh no, let's reveal it. Sky blue, of course. And it was one of those darned Scottish islands. All right, I don't know, but that is interesting about what would come between the K and the I. Oh, KL? Fundamental. Part of Cambridge. Fundamental. No, it's something not sparkling, darkling. Or it could be a composite compound word like backside. Oh, your fundament. Yeah, and then there was that other thing I had of something psi, but I don't think I'm gonna. Yeah, I think just to get things moving, I'm going to just try a few of these. Oh my goodness. Well, that one had definitely helped me to think about, oh, it's Paul, and so he might think of fundamental as your backside. But part of Cambridge vision. No, I've no idea why that is right. That was my some skinfuls necked at auditors anticipated. I was thinking anticipated might be due, and so maybe some word that sounds like dew, DEW, a drop of the Mountain Dew. No, not seeing that at all. Okay, that was out of sight. He parts. If it was he going inside a word for sight, yeah, what would come before the H that could then also come before a D in a word for sight? I don't see that as being possible. Well, out of sight could be hidden, but that's too short. Yeah, Moses parts the Red Sea. Oh, could he be then him and then something for parts, as in rolls? No. Oh, this was the one I thought might be an anagram of toilet and then an order. If it's not OM, OBE. Of course, it could be another word for toilet. That was the pickup venture. We had venture in another clue. College venture involves working as coder, say. Oh, that's not just a hidden clue in Juventus. I don't think so. Never heard that. Working as coder. Well, many years ago I was a coder, so I mean, just programming. It could be a coder, as in someone who made up ciphers in espionage. Cryptologist. College venture. Oh, college might be C and then a word. We need yet another word for venture. All right, I'm going to go to the thesaurus and see what words we have for venture. All right, I didn't get a good word for this one, but I did see presume. And so resume might be just as I did after lunch, to pick up again. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and check everything. I'm a little gun shy. All right, that one I'm happy to see. That one is right. All right, returning treasure, cry, stifled, ooh, hampered. Oh no. No, that's I'm pretty sure about thievery, so not hampered. So what's the treasure that's going to be returned? And then a cry. Or maybe just returning. No. Oh, yeah, let me look at these other two downs. Blue nest almost knocked over. Oh, I think maybe it's another meaning of blue or another shade of blue. And we have to, I think, a word for nest, almost, we drop its last letter and then we reverse it, knock it over. So it's going to be something, something, something else, something for nest. And then we turn it around and we get for blue. No idea. Reportedly pale blue. Might that be? So I suppose a shade of light blue, and it's a homophone. Might that be? What's one word that means might that be? Cyan, is that light blue? But then what's the homophone? I don't think it's going to be sky again. All right, let me look up pale blue. All right, I've just looked through a list of over 100 shades of blue. Some lovely shades, but nothing jumped out at me at being the right answer. Cerulean, if I wanted one that begins with C and then is a homophone with S. There is slate and Savoy blue. I don't know, might that be Savoy? Is there something like some French Sava or uh, slate? Does that have a, might that be? I did look up the Wikipedia page on AstraZeneca. They are a Swedish-British company, I think. So could the 7-letter be Swedish something? I don't think so. Then the wordplay, if the definition is AstraZeneca, etc., sees image, oh, which could be pick, through lens, if blurred. Ooh, are we maybe anagramming lens if? Would it be something like a science? No, I don't know if there's science necessarily. But if they were Swedish, no, I don't think I like that. All right, I think for the color, I'm just going to go ahead with, well, actually, Savoy and Slate weren't exactly pale. I'll put in Savoy. Let's check that. No. Steak. All right. How do we get steak from all of this? So reportedly pale, 2 down blue. Might that? I have no idea how that is coming out. Yeah, that's mind-boggling. All right, and then this would be something. What's a three-letter word with E? 10 letters, so it's not an anagram of AstraZeneca, etc. If blurred. No idea what that is going to be. Here we do have a nice K, minimum of equity, to invest. Oh, I thought that was just going to be an E. Financial ruin evident for Churchill. Let me look up, since the theme, we already had that Newnham, so let me look up a full list of Cambridge colleges, which I probably should have done long ago. Ah, yes, that's it. Of course, I recognize a lot of these from watching University Challenge. Yeah, so Churchill, I said Winston, I should have thought, well, he was Prime Minister, PM, and you invest that E inside it. And financial ruin is broke. Yeah, and it's just a college. All right, well, now that P, surely some skinfuls necked at auditors' anticipated error. Yeah, there must be some homophone for error with a P in it. Oh, a lapse. Oh, something flaps. Oh, yeah, I'm wondering about an error being a lapse, which will sound like LAPS. But then what's... Oh, Jew. Yes, I did say Jew. I think there is a word, Jewlap. I don't think I ever knew exactly what it was. Let me pause and look that up. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Some loose skin hanging down from animals like a wattle on a bird, but also for humans, I think. All right. Um, AstraZeneca, etc. Image through lens. Yeah, I am still thinking we're anagramming lens if. That's 6 letters. And then we need an image going through it. I think C's might just be a linking word. So could it be selfish, the selfish gene? Oh, fish sell fish eye. Yeah, what's the last word going to be? I think it's going to have to end with a letter from lens if. And I think we're already using the L. So maybe an N. I don't think the S. I don't think the F. Well, maybe another E. That's possible. No, not seeing that. Oh, yeah, there's certainly not. I think I'd sort of ignored or just thought certainly not fresher was the definition, but no, I think the order might be that OM. And then we have after toilet breaks. Maybe a word for toilet breaks. And then certainly not, I don't know, just no. But then, a fresher. Ah, of course, could be a freshman. I don't know really what you call them in British universities. First year. Oh, yeah, sorry. The breaks, I think, is a placement word. So I think we're going to have a toilet, and that's going to break. Certainly not. Or maybe it's just going to break certainly, like sure, and it's going to mean fresher. So toilet could be WC. Oh, there is another college, isn't there? Newcomb, I think I saw in my list. Maybe not. Let me just put it in and check it. No, let's reveal it. Oh, a newcomer, of course. All right, let's see. Our WC, toilet, order, and it breaks. Certainly not. Yeah, I don't get the certainly not. NEER? No, I don't get that at all. And I don't know, defining a newcomer as a fresher, I don't know if that's playing fair with the solver anyway. AstraZeneca, etc. What is that word? Selects. The select few. No, I'm hoping it's not like a scientific term for a vaccine. All right, I think I'm going to have to go to word plays for this one. All right, I'm glad I used word plays for this one. Of course, I know about Silicon Valley. Apparently, that area of Cambridgeshire is called Silicon Fen. So it was. The lens if is blurred or anagrammed, and an image is an icon, of course. All right, let's see. Oh, it does look like we're going to have our numerous tasty rolls NTR and proceeds. I did wonder about goes, but no, I think it might be the proceeds, like the net or the something alongside party dips. Well, what's going to fit? I'm thinking that's going to be a U. Dips. Something about on the counter. Count. Yeah, it's not countries. Oh, and I did think we might have party as do. So I think if that is OU, I think that's going to be part of the proceeds, noun or verb. No, it's not going to be TRTO. What am I thinking of? Um, Party. What else could the party be? Oh, Labor, conservative, green. No, this one I think I'm just going to go ahead and reveal it. Downtrends are dips, oh, of course. But yeah, not a word I would think of. So, let's see. Alongside party, I don't know, and what's oh, yeah, that one I'm going to have to rely on 15 square to explain what the proceeds and the party are. All right. Oh, let me look up my list of colleges again. Ah, well, maybe this is the most famous, or one of the best known, I think, Trinity. I went to a different Trinity myself, but so a venture is a try. Involves work. Ah, if you're working as a coder, you're working in IT. Oh, that's fiendish. That was my nest. That's my returning treasures. Cries stifled. Yeah, and I think it's going to mean returning just because where the R is, I can't really see a word for stifled. And I think stifled here is a word placement indicator. But returning, uh, it's funny, like we're going to have M. Yeah. Funny ending. All right. Oh, let me, yeah, I don't know why I didn't spend more time when line across was wrong. Just try and think of line, maybe line action. Nothing fired back. Going one way. No, I don't. Let me pause and look this up. Well, wordplays only had a few possibilities, and one was this with the actual clue. I'm always amazed how quickly they have today's clues in there. Linus Stern, I don't think I've ever heard that. So nil is returned. Oh, and then I think going one way is Eastern. I don't like that. Anyway, sour grapes, I'm sure. Here's our measure clues in Cambridge Company. Ah, yeah, I was assuming it was a financial concern, some firm in Cambridge, but could it just be like the university fellows, the faculty, or the student body or something? Um, ah, yes, because I was just and I thought about this earlier, um, while I was on a break, that clues can be lights, and that just came back to me now. Of course, it's a Cambridge acting company, the famous footlights. All right. So circle in a ring, or ring, of course, can be a loop, a hoop. What is circle? Yeah, don't get it. And here is the college students' last drink. Just thinking about a spirit could be a drink, but I don't get how. the college and the, yeah, would be Spiri. So let's check it. No, all right, let's reveal it. Claret. Oh, Clare College. I should have studied that list more. All right. Yeah, not a great day. This is one of my worst showings, I think, since I started doing these. Circle in a ring. All right, I'm going to pause and go through the alphabet. Oh my goodness, this is a very tricky one. Well, maybe I should have thought a ring of bells could be a toll, but a circle is an atoll, circular island. Very tricky. Oh, this does have an E. All right. Out of sight. He parts, maybe? Otherwise, what could it be? I mean, could it be a GHTED word? Could it be an anagram of sight? He? I don't think so. Oh, it is. I was just thinking, oh, I'm going to have two H's. That won't work. But of course it will. Parts can be fractions, or in this case, eighths. Ay, ay, ay. All right, returning. Oh, how about homeward? Yeah, getting that first letter made all the difference. The old Irish proverb, an inch makes all the difference on a man's nose. Anyway, so how would it be homeward? Treasure. Oh, a treasure is a hoard. And a cry is mew. I thought it was mule. M-E-W-L. Mewling. Anyway, it must be that. All right, so now I'm wondering about if you're blue, you might be low. And then, I don't know, lown. I don't know, knocked over might be blown and we drop the B. No, I don't like that. Yeah, I'm thinking more that it is this word for nest backwards and shortened. And with the W there, I think it might have to be something like an S. SW. So the definition, I think, would be blue. I'm going to leave lows in place. Let's check that. No, let's reveal it. Lewd. Oh. Oh, I suppose nest as a verb. Oh, that's very tricky. Yeah, and it is, you drop the L at the end and you reverse it and you get blue as in vulgar. My goodness. Yeah, what a journey this has been. Let me check all. All right, I won't spend long at 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Andrew at short notice. Quite hard. In retrospect, there's not much that's particularly devious. Well, maybe. Obvious theme. Oh, handy for Andrew, as he lives there and he went there. Oh, lucky fellow. All right. Har is mean. Yeah, I don't know about that. I did see the post here at 15 Squared saying that any criticism of setters should be constructive and give your reasons. So I will try to abide by that myself. Um, Nair. Ah, it breaks. Certainly not. Never nair. All right, that makes sense. Downtrends. Do is the party. Ah, alongside party. I never thought the party would go first. Then we have our NTR. Oh, and then proceeds is whens. Very devious. There is, yeah, lewd. Steak. Oh, of course, a pale. Oh my goodness, that's a meaning of pale. I think I'd forgotten. I wonder if the phrase beyond the pale, referring to Dublin, um, when that was the only civilized part of Ireland, I wonder if it was because maybe they put fence posts in, and I wonder if that's connected. Anyway, and a very rare steak is said to be cooked blue. Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that. Of course, I like mine practically burnt, which I know is heresy to some people. Anyway, let's see. Backs. Oh, a part of Cambridge. Ah, where several colleges back onto the river. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's, I think, one where it helps to be from Cambridge. And an idea is a vision which is detailed. All right, at least I got that part. All right. Yeah, there, that was that. Anglia Ruskin. Tricky one. I'm all for a chewy puzzle, but 21 down. Oh, well, actually, that was one I found easier, but again, maybe I'm more familiar with EGOT living in the US. I think if you're not living here, you may not have heard of it. Um, Great crossword for Cambridge Student Magazine, not for The Guardian. All right, I wonder if it was this crossword that caused them to issue that guidance on don't criticize the setters. Couldn't get anywhere with this. Oh, Muffin went to Cambridge as well. Ego is one of my quicker ones. Silicon Fen is the nichest of niche references in an incredibly niche crossword today. That's enough of Paul for me. Oh dear. Um, can't believe I've not come across that before. I don't know if they're being sarcastic. That's a no. Shut out on the first pass, managed two in the second. Yeah, I think I'm not the only one who struggled today. Yeah, there's some I think there's some comments in there today that probably straddle that line of what's acceptable and what's not. Anyway, I got there. Well, not really. There were an awful lot I had to reveal. I'm not proud of it. Anyway, thanks for sticking with me and have a wonderful day.